Hey guys, it's Comic Quiz, here with another comic review, and today I'm going to be doing X-Men issue 1. So this X-Men title is a new title that's recently just came out today, well actually yesterday, and it's pretty much an all-female cast of X-Men. It takes place in the same universe, but it only focuses on the female members of the X-Men team. So yeah, with that, let's get into this. So it starts off with, we see Jubilee, who for me, I'm not a really big X-Men fan, but this is the first time I've seen her in the comics, to be honest. The first time I've seen her in the comics, which is nice to see, because the first time I've ever saw her was back in the cartoon during the 90s, but it was actually interesting to see her in this issue. So yeah, we see her with a baby in Bulgaria, so she's trying to get a flight to America, but we'll also see that somebody's following her. So then, as things keep progressing, she gets to America, and this same guy follows her on that, continues to follow her. And we find out that what's her name again? Jubilee. Yeah, she knows that somebody's following her, so she contacts the X-Men, and then she tells Kitty that she feels that someone's following her, and that she needs help. So she's coming over to them. But then Kitty and everybody else, Kitty, Storm, and Rogue, they decide like, no, it's better if they go to her. So then they like fly on the train that Kitty, I'm getting names confused, Jubilee's on, and then they pretty much phase through it because of Kitty's powers, and they meet up with her there. So meanwhile, while that happens, we see that this guy that's following her, his name's John Sublime. He goes to the X-Men school, and then he pretty much surrenders himself to Rachel Grey and Psylocke, saying that he needs their help. He explains to them why he's there, why he was following, why he was following Jubilee, that there's some kind of problem that he has. He explains about the whole, this whole like conflict with his sister, because we get in the beginning this little monologue about him and his sister being two forms of bacterium, but apparently there was this war between them, and he won the war and he kicked his sister off the planet, which is actually Earth, by the way. So apparently with all this happening, now his sister's come back for revenge, and at the beginning of this issue we actually do see a meteorite striking a city, and this John Sublime guy was there watching it as it happened. So he explains that this meteorite striking the city was his sister's doing, and that now she's about to come and kill him. So he needs the X-Men's help in order to defeat her, because if they don't, then the whole world's screwed, basically. So then Psylocke, who's also with Rachel, who's interrogating him, she says that yeah, he's telling the truth. So then cutting back later on to with the whole Jubilee thing, Jubilee is like surprised that the Storm, Rogue and Kitty, that they got onto the train with her. So then Jubilee starts explaining the whole her situation, that it's not her actual real baby, she just found the baby. What else happened? Yeah, she says that she found the baby and that she wants to take him in like the X-Men took her in, and that she wants to give like a better life, because apparently she's also an orphan, so she knows what it's like. So then baby starts crying randomly all of a sudden. So then Jubilee's trying to calm baby down, but then baby starts pointing upwards. So she's like, wait, you want the speaker? So she raises the baby up to the speaker, and then the baby puts his hand on it, and then we see this little electrical current go through his finger and into the speaker, and then it goes through all this electrical circuit, and it causes like this little explosion on the train. So then this explosion kills the drivers who are driving the train, but it also affects the train tracks, because it makes the train track shift to another track. So the train goes on another track, and it's on a collision course with another train. But Kitty and the other X-Men, they're able to resolve the situation, so everybody gets out safe and no one was harmed. So they all make it back to the school. So then we cut back again to this John Sublime guy, saying that he knows all about Jubilee, that he knows that she has a baby, and that have they secured the baby yet. But then Rachel and Psylocke, they don't know this because they haven't met Jubilee yet. So like, wait, baby, how do you know all this? What's wrong with the baby? So then John Sublime like reacts in like a very in a way like a panicking kind of like reaction. He's like, wait, you haven't secured the baby yet? what are you guys doing? Do it or the baby will kill us all. So we see later on, as he's saying this, that Jubilee with the baby in their room, is the baby playing with her phone, and the baby again touches the phone and an electrical current goes to its finger again. So then when that happens, we see this current, I think it was contacting Beast in the lab. Then all of a sudden there's another explosion, and then we see some woman called Archaea saying that she's come for revenge or something like that, and that's where the issue ends. And Archaea is also the same woman that John Sublime was warning the X-Men about his sister. So that's where the issue ends. So overall, this was a good setup setup issue for what's to come. I like the fact that even though it's an all-female cast, they actually stuck with that whole idea. Because aside from John Sublime, there isn't any like notable male characters who come into this issue who have anything important to do or say. I mean, you do see some guys along the issue, but you don't have anything significant to do. Like even at the beginning of this issue, there was conflict between these two girls, and that was very interesting to me, because it's showing that everything is going to be all female orientated, because they could have easily made that two guys simply, but no, these were two girls, just to show that this is a whole female oriented issue. So yeah, and I really like that, to be honest. And it's just like very interesting to see how this will work. It will be interesting to see just how much depth they'll be able to go with all these female casts, especially like people like Storm, who people have said that she's been underused in recent years. So it'll be nice to see how this series will utilize her and how she'll develop as the course of the series goes on. So overall, I'll give this a 7. Very good issue, very good setup issue. Be interesting to see where this whole Archaea thing goes and what the baby's connection with this whole thing, because at first when I was reading it, I thought the baby might have been a mutant or something, but now there seems to be something more going on, and I'm interested to see where this goes. So yeah, overall, the artwork was actually really good. I liked the artwork as well, but at times it did look a bit sketchy, like on the train scene with Jubilee and the other X-Men women, like what's this girl's name? Kitty looked pretty weird. Her face looked really sketchy. It looks like really like rough in a way, not refined, but it looked really rough and untidy. So yeah, the artwork could be a little bit better in future issues to come. But overall, it was still a good issue, and I give it a 7, like I said. So that's it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what you think of this issue. Are you going to be reading this series? Are you going to continue reading this series? And yeah, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This has been Comic Quiz, signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.